back to part 2 of episode 19 of Top Rope Reality right here on YouTube.
19 weeks of great commentary on the latest and greatest things and the worst things in wrestling.
Yes.
Speaking of great things, we've got some great things to talk about with the WWE. They're doing some things right.
But then they'll go for about 2 months wrong.
Yes, after you renew your network subscription, they'll do it wrong again. They are saying, we talked about this a while ago with the Sting thing, and it was in segment 1, Ric Flair is expected to make his return on Raw this Monday. Could it have to do with Sting, or is it just I'm with The Miz, even though he knows and everybody knows he wants to be with Dolph Ziggler, because that's the smart thing to do.
That's what he needs to be with Dolph Ziggler, yes.
And some things that aren't being done correctly. Sheamus. He has been teasing on Twitter that he is unifying the U.S. and the IC titles
when he wins the Battle Royal.
When he wins the Battle Royal, which we'll discuss in just a few minutes. He's supposed to be in the IC title Battle Royal, and I do not believe he will win it. But
I hope he don't win it.
I can see why they're using that story, because there's a story there that they could use, making him one of the final 2 to say, oh, he's gonna unify it, blah blah blah, and then lose. I can see that. I don't agree with unifying it, because you have plenty of low-level, I would say low-level, mid-card talent that you can have both belts be active. They're not both active right now, in my opinion. I mean, why Sheamus shouldn't even be in the Battle Royal. Sheamus should be defending his title at the pay-per-view.
Thank you.
They're going to do him just as bad as they did Dean Ambrose.
They do everybody that way.
With those mid-card titles.
It seems like they just can't write.
Yeah, they just want to, I'm holding the belt, but I'm not doing anything.
Let's get about him, okay, and then
if they did the whole 30-day rule, if you don't defend the title in 30 days, Dean Ambrose would have been stripped a long time ago.
You know, they just give you one little match against some nobody, but at least it'd be something.
Now, I am glad they did Sheamus and Del Rio on main event in a, last man standing match. Yes. Okay, put that on pay-per-view.
It was only a free preview for the network.
Of course, but put that on pay-per-view.
After previews over with, it'll go back to being
crappy matches again.
So we'll get Sheamus beating up Zack Ryder, or
or the return of David Otunga, right?
Yes.
So on to something they did right again. Naomi and Cameron have officially split up. I like it. I'm okay with it.
I'm glad.
Cameron is going to be a good heel. Naomi is so over with fans.
Yes.
I mean, it's ridiculous. And honestly, now that they're split up, they can use what's on the Total Divas, and they could put her with the Usos.
They could.
They could. Everybody knows they're married. She could be their valet, and
it
wouldn't bother me.
No, she's a wrestler. Let's have a wrestler.
I'm okay with her being a wrestler.
How about these ones that don't know how to wrestle? Let them be valets and managers.
I'm okay with that. But you've seen wrestlers like Luna and Sherry Martel also be valets and wrestle at the same time. But they've wrestled at the same time. I'm okay with Naomi. They could have a tag team and a female versus a tag team and a female in a mixed tag match. I'm okay with that.
Tag teams, they keep losing them all of a sudden.
That is true. Now, something else.
To have that out, they need to have Cameron and R-Truth and Xavier Woods or somebody taking the Usos and Naomi.
True. Now let's go on to something that...
Else we got Wyatt's.
That's it.
And Usos.
So let's go on to something
we got Slater and Gator. Don't forget Slater and Gator.
Is that what they're calling Titus O'Neil?
That's what
Gator?
That's what JBL said.
I mean, he barks like a dog, though, so how's he got Gator?
He's from Florida.
Horrible to put them to a tag team. Titus O'Neil should not be put to that.
Well, they said they dumped their old talent. I mean, their old tag team partners, so that's
why they fired 2 of them, and one of them's injured, so how they teamed up. Horrible. That's horrible, people. They're just a jobber tag team.
They are.
All right, so
I expect so much more. Titus should be in the Battle Royal
along
with Slater.
So then, let's move on to something that on the Japanese tour happened. Everybody knew it was going to happen. Pro Wrestling Noah star Kenta has officially been signed to the WWE.
NXT.
But it's not a signee of the WWE. It's not a signee of Triple H. It's not a signee of Vince McMahon. And it's not a signee of Stephanie McMahon. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first official signee under Hulk Hogan. So what you gonna do, brother, when he is your talent scout? This guy here is a little too small to be a Hulk Hogan talent, though.
Yeah, I think Hunter has his hands wrapped around this one.
Yes, but Like we were talking about earlier, off camera, Hunter already failed with Awesome Kong, aka Karma, and he also failed with Sin Cara. So why would you want your name attached to a third thing that could fail if they don't do it correctly?
Oh yeah.
So put it on Hulk Hogan's name, because everybody still loves Hulk Hogan.
With Hunter running NXT, I think Kenta will do great things. I expect him to be the NXT champion.
But is he going to be the next Yoshitatsu?
If he is, he's in trouble. He needs to be the next Great Muta.
Thank you. They need to quit wasting this international talent. It's not about, oh, well, we got the white people, we got the black people in America. Okay, you got the Mexicans, Ray don't do nothing no more. Del Rio don't do nothing no more.
I thought he was quitting.
Del Rio was supposed to quit. They don't do anything with any international talent.
And if he
they
can't,
sign them to say, oh, we got international flair.
And if he can't speak, if he hasn't learned the language,
put a manager on him.
Jimmy Hart.
There you go.
You got Jimmy. I think Jimmy's being paid. Jimmy was there with Hogan. Put Jimmy. Jimmy's the mouthpiece for the guy.
There you go.
And he's only in NXT where they're doing the same tapings as TNA does. They do a month in advance here. So you just do that 2 days and then you're off.
Yeah, they have international flair in NXT. But how will they compare when they get to the WWE? You have Sami Zayn.
Yeah, Sami Zayn.
Great talent. Adrian Neville. Great talent. You've got these new tag teams coming up, and they've got some international flair. There you go. They got some international flair in there.
The Legionnaires.
So, the Legionnaires, exactly. So what's going to happen when they go to the main roster? They're going to get destroyed just like all the other international talent? I think they will be.
They will. That's the problem.
Now, some sad news if you were a fan of the Cobra. And I'm not talking about Emma getting fired and rehired. Ladies and gentlemen.
Then released. Then reinstated.
Only, what, a week after she was fired / reinstated.
Yes.
The other Cobra has now officially retired. The original Cobra, ladies and gentlemen, Santino Marella has
retired. See you later, Santino.
Has retired from the WWE, but I believe he will still work backstage or in NXT as a trainer.
I believe he will be too.
Plus, he has his own training facility.
Or he could be the new GM.
He's talked about it. I actually read that he's talked about being a GM. We don't need a goofy GM.
Flair.
We don't need a goofy GM.
No.
A GM job is a professional job, not a goofy job.
Now the next big question is, we had Mick Foley. We had Santino. Who is the next person to pull a sock out of their tights?
I don't know if there's anybody else going to be doing the sock out of the tights, but I have heard that Adam Rose, even though Kevin Dunn is not a fan of Adam Rose, they say his job is not in jeopardy because he is the next comedy star of the WWE.
Oh, Lord.
He is now replacing Santino because Santino replaced Eugene.
Yeah, poor Eugene.
Poor Eugene. So now they're saying Adam Rose will be replacing Santino as the comedy of the WWE.
So how long before he pulls a sock with a rose on it out of his...
Could be. And it looks like a little rosebud.
Yes, it gets a rosebud across the head. Yes.
You know. So, on to what?
I like the party foul move better.
There you go. Let's look at the next pay-per-view, which is, while we're doing episode 20 next week, ladies and gentlemen, Battleground, which looks phenomenal. Phenomenal. So
in fact, they took their head out of their butt and they did something because, you know,
they only had 3 weeks to put it together. So obviously they had to work quickly. But I'm glad they did.
And it's good matches. And they had a long time with Money in the Bank and they hem-hauled around forever on one match.
So we're going to go from least to greatest on this. Ladies and gentlemen, Rusev.
These are the 7 matches we have so far. There should be one more probably. Maybe 8. I'm throwing one more.
Rusev was challenged by Zeb Coulter for a match with Jack Swagger at the pay-per-view. So it hasn't been officially put on the website for WWE, but I say Swagger versus Rusev is happening at the pay-per-view, and I am saying...
yeah, I believe it is too, because why not? I mean, they'll probably announce it this Monday.
Right.
Because since he couldn't be there...
Swagger can't be in Canada, so there you go. I believe there's going to be some kind of screwy finish, but Rusev is not going to lose.
No.
He's not going to lose until John Cena beats him. So we're both going with Rusev.
Yep.
And then we're going to go with this Battle Royal. Like I said, least to greatest here. The Battle Royal for the vacant Intercontinental title. 13 people.
Yes.
We have Fandango, Sheamus, Cesaro, Damian, the Great Khali, Ryback, Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, Kofi, Dolph, RVD, Big E, and Del Rio. We already know 99.9% of those are not going to win.
Plus, with the Curtis Axel and Ryback, you can add Stardust and Goldust to this list.
There you go. That might make the
Make
15. That might make the 15 right there.
But you also got Gator and Slater they could put in there. And they could put
Gator and
Fernando, and they could put the Bull in there, and
There
they
you
could
go.
put Adam Rose, and if he another in there.
He's not already in the
Yeah,
Adam
but
Rose
Adam
has
Rose
nothing
in
for the
there.
pay-per-view.
You can put, nope, Fandango's already there.
I'm
So,
going to
I
go...
think they're going 20 people.
They should. I'm going to go... We're going to do 2 picks.
But
for-
literally, there's only... Oh, the Miz. Miz could be in there too. Right there, there's only about 3, maybe 4.
they can actually win it.
Yes.
Sheamus, Cesaro, Big E,
And Dolph.
and Dolph Ziggler. Del Rio, not going to win anything. RVD is a part-timer. He's not going to win
But
anything.
your sleeper. Your sleeper could be Bo Dallas.
I'm a believer, but he's too early. He doesn't
No,
need to
but
win
he
it.
still could be the sleeper.
He could win it, but it's too early. I'm going to go with
If they come
my
down-
2 picks.
Hold on. If they come down to Sheamus and Cesaro and Bo Dallas, I believe Bo's winning. You can see Sheamus and Cesaro fighting the edge, and Bo shoving them both out.
And he could. I think it's too early, though. I say between what we have right now, my 2 picks are Sheamus and Cesaro.
You're saying Sheamus. So you think he... I don't know.
I don't want him. I'm just saying. I'm giving 2 picks. I don't
But
want him
that,
to
if he does
combine-
win, then that does dump a title.
I don't want him to combine the belts, but there's not a lot of great pushed talent right now in the company that is in this battle royal. Everybody right now is just low-level people.
And my 2 picks, Cesaro, and I'm going to take Bo Dallas.
All right.
I would not be shocked if Bo Dallas...
I wouldn't be shocked either,
Put
but
in.
it's too early.
They don't look at too early anymore. What are you talking? This is 1980s again?
Too
No.
early.
They go right now. Cash cow. Oh, well, it destroyed your career. Well, too bad. We gave you a shot.
Too early.
So,
I'm sorry if his brother, who everybody should know this, Bray Wyatt is his brother, he doesn't have a belt yet, and they're slowly pushing him, just like they're slowly pushing Cesaro, just like they're slowly pushing Roman Reigns. They do not need to give a belt to him already.
It doesn't matter. The little titles don't matter anymore.
Well, I know that, but it's still
And
going to ruin his
that is a
career.
major problem with the WWE and TNA. It's like world title, and that's it. We'll do whatever. Okay, may throw a match here. Oh, you have to feud this guy 1 week. Oh, we're gonna feud him next week. There's no big major feuds anymore. When was the time when it was a 6 months feud with the same guy? Yes, it got old because well now it gets old. Back then it wouldn't get old because you only saw it ever so often.
Right.
You're not on here every couple of days, pretty much. It seems like.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, before we run out of time, let's go over the rest of the
Yes,
pay-per-view.
okay.
Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. I say neither one of them win. We're going to move on to the 2 of them at SummerSlam in a bigger match.
You say neither.
I say neither one. I say there's some kind of screw finish, double countout, double DQ, whatever the case may be, for a weapon type match, an Extreme Rules type match at SummerSlam.
Well, I'm going with Ambrose because I believe he'll win, and then they'll put the briefcase on the line at SummerSlam.
I can see that too,
So okay.
but I say neither.
Jericho Wyatt.
Jericho and Wyatt will be. I could see a screw finish on this too to go to the SummerSlam. I see Luke Harper and Eric Rowan interfering. I see Jericho winning by DQ.
Jericho. So we pick Jericho. Okay. All right.
Paige and AJ Lee. I see AJ Lee retaining the belt. She just won it. Why is she going to lose?
Oh, she won it back. They're probably going to add Naomi to the match
I don't think they should.
at SummerSlam.
At SummerSlam, yes. And they
Maybe a
can even
fatal
add
four-way,
Cameron
yeah.
to it, make it a fatal 4-way. Don't add to him now, no.
No, okay. Let's
2 out of 3 falls. Eric Rowan and Luke Harper versus the Usos.
Hold up on these 2. All right, we'll be back, folks. We'll finish this up in part 3. Our big old countdown. We're gonna count down the last 2.
Count down the last 2. I like it.
I like it, and we'll be right back for part 3 of Top Rope Rowdy right here on YouTube.